A distant horn player delivers a sorrowful phrase from the dim balcony suite, carrying an unspoken message that echoes down the empty urban street. The sound is suppressed, filtered through a brass dome of isolation, mirroring the exact texture of our current emotional communication. I listen to the fragile intervals cutting through the midnight air, a haunting vibration that perfectly captures my deep internal despair. We used to speak with absolute clarity, projecting our thoughts loud and high. Now our conversations are hushed beneath this unforgiving twilight sky. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean, left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. I remember when our passion was a roaring brass fanfare so proud, capable of cutting through the noise of any judgmental theater crowd. But arrogance is a silencer that caps the expression of the soul, leaving us with these whispered fragments stripped of our original control. My fingers rest motionless upon the dark grand piano keys, listening to that distant lamentation floating on the autumn breeze. We don't need to shout our mutual accusations to the world outside, when this muffled resonance exposes the futility of our creative pride. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean, left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Should we allow the final notes to dissolve into the concrete maze? Take a definitive step back from the edge of this prideful daze? Is there a way to remove the barrier and let the true passion blow? Or are we destined to fade like the embers of this this late night show. Hear the sound drop before the notes stop, muffled and low, end of the show. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight. While the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light, the suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Hear the trumpet fading away into the midnight chill, while the surrounding world stands completely still. Time to walk away. Dark liquid boils slowly inside the cracked glass laboratory flask, masking the underlying exhaustion beneath a professional smiling mask. I pour a steaming portion into a stained porcelain chalice cup, anticipating a chemical boost before the morning anxieties wake up. You handed me a beverage infused with your guarded, sharp critique, a volatile substance that leaves my defensive systems incredibly weak. We coat our personal resentments in a thin layer of artificial glaze, trapped inside a repetitive, fundamentally exhausting emotional daze. The flavor on our tongues quickly turns into a burning acidic trace, exposing the deep-seated grievances that time could never fully erase. We keep drinking the poison, expecting a different kind of grace, swallowing the heavy truth of this dark, bitter brew tonight, while the fading street lights outside offer a dim flicker inside a sorrowful jazz arrangement. There is no escaping the consequences of our destructive creative force. I watch you pace across the floorboards in your elegant velvet wrap, the most fascinating, dangerous individual caught inside this trap. Your compliments are double-edged, cutting through my prideful facade, shattering the illusion that our relationship was completely unordered. The electric guitar intervals you execute are full of underlying strain, a beautiful cover designed to conceal the presence of internal pain. We are two stubborn composers locked in a silent psychological war, forgetting the basic affection that brought us together before. The flavor on our tongues quickly turns into a burning acidic trace, exposing the deep-seated grievances that time could never fully erase. We keep drinking the poison, expecting Pour the dregs down the drain. Admit that neither one of us possesses the capacity to sustain the pain. Or do we crave the acrid taste because it proves we can still feel? A desperate justification to convince ourselves that our connection is real. Taste the burn, a difficult lesson to learn. No sweetness left of illusions bereft, following the heavy truth of this dark, bitter brew tonight, while the fading street lights outside offer a dim, flickering sight. A sorrowful jazz arrangement, the soundtrack for our discourse. There is no escaping the consequences of our destructive creative force. Bitter brew lingering heavily upon our lips, with every single temporary sip. Time to let it cool. Interstellar frequencies travel through the vast electromagnetic grid, revealing the hidden dimensions that our mundane realities hid. I adjust the master controls, tuning into a celestial radio wave, bypassing the standard limitations that society traditionally gave. Our separate creative trajectories are widened to a larger design, an infinite matrix where our independent currents perfectly align. I execute a series of rapid, complex intervals upon the electric wire, conducting the immense voltage of our unquenchable artistic desire. The energy expands beyond the boundaries of this recording room, illuminating the darkest corners of the planetary gloom. We are connected directly to a network completely uncontrolled, floating together inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure illuminating light. A sophisticated fusion, tracking our infinite sonic escape before the synthetic universe permanently alters our romantic shape. I watch the digital meters jumping on the audio console board, reflecting the infinite possibilities that our collaboration has stored. The high-tech world can attempt to compress our authentic vocal tone, but they can never replicate the magic that makes this frequency our own. Your guitar phrases travel like a lightning bolt through the dark space, igniting in my chest an everlasting spark that time can erase. We don't need the endorsement of the high society fashion crowd when this multi-dimensional harmony speaks so beautifully and loud. The energy expands beyond the boundaries of this recording room, illuminating the darkest corners of the planetary globe. alters our romantic shape. We've generated our own electricity from a single emotional spark. No human architecture can contain the magnitude of the connection we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the signal stream, an unfiltered dream. Keep the rhythm tight. Synthetic universe permanently alters our romantic shape. Cosmic circuit carrying our melodies out to the stars, far away from our historical cages and prison bars. Just let it spin. White noise crackle through the worn-out copper speakers of the audio deck, sending a strange, unsettling vibration straight down my neck. I adjust the analog dial frequency, attempting to locate a clear station, but the transmission remains blocked by a wall of industrial insulation. I'm holding the microphonic receiver, listening to the underlying electric buzz, wondering if our previous connection was ever as stable as I thought it was. The modern universe communicates through a high-tech layer of distortion, drowning our authentic artistic expressions in a commercial proportion. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel, trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. I watch the green indicator lights flashing on the laboratory console, reflecting the sterile conditions that attempt to manipulate my soul. I pluck a series of dissonant intervals upon my amplified steel cord, seeking an honest resonance that can never be replicated or stored. Your guitar phrases pierce through the thick electronic fog of the room, dismantling the artificial barriers of this high-tech recording doom. We don't need a polished digital master or a flawless computerized track when our raw, uncompressed instinct can take our our autonomy back. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal, entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel, trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion track in our auditory escape, before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Program can outlast the structural integrity of what we express, when our synchronized human instinct is the only authority we confess. Hear the buzz clear, the message is near. Bypass the machine, keep the signal clean, trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion track in our auditory escape, before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Static hum fading away into the concrete maze, ending the chaotic distortion of our high-tech days. Let the silence remain. Soft hues of lavender and apricot paint the eastern mountain peak, replacing the heavy darkness with the gentle comfort that we seek. I sit on the dew-covered grass porch, watching the shadows dissolve away, feeling a quiet rejuvenation as the night relinquishes its sway. The blinding glare of yesterday's failures has completely deceased, giving way to a serene temperature that has our internal spirits increased. I tune the strings of my vintage auditorium instrument with careful grace, capturing the exact color palette reflected upon your welcoming face. This celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. I've spent decades performing under harsh artificial stage spotlights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic atmospheric display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The mountain wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild orchid vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. Everlasting source of inspiration that no modern stress can drain. A brilliant, indestructible shield that shields us from the pain. See the mist clear, dismantle the fear. The light is so pure, our future is sure. Walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. Pastel dawn, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful permanent smile upon your It's abandoned in the corner of the dusty stage. Its varnish is peeling, its wood tells the story of an angrier age. I run my fingers across the metal wires, finding tension and rust, a monument to beautiful melodies that have now dissolved into dust. I snapped a silver E string while trying to force a passionate bend, a sudden sharp metaphor for a relationship we could no longer defend. We pushed our expectations far beyond what the instrument could bear. Now we are left with the echoing silence of our mutual despair. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm is faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. I remember when every chord we struck felt effortless and pure. We possessed a magical medicine that could any emotional ailment cure. But fame is a greedy salesman that buys a soul for a shiny dime, leaving you stranded out of tune and completely out of time. The piano pedal sticks holding on to notes that should have passed away, a haunting resonance that reminds me of everything we failed to say. We were so busy projecting our voices to the back rows of the theater hall that we never noticed our private foundation beginning to crumble and fall. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm is faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled So strip away the grand orchestras and the polished shiny veneer. Let's face the naked truth without an ounce of performance fear. If we must play on an altered instrument, let's make it uniquely ours, a scarred masterpiece born from surviving these dark, turbulent hours. Unwound, untuned, every creative ego wounded. But listen close to the space between, the most beautiful song we've ever seen. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments chambers of our unraveled heart. Broken strings, but we can still sing. Let the new music begin. Yeah, let it ring. Arid sand dunes stretch endlessly toward the scorching horizon line. An unyielding landscape devoid of any organic, refreshing sign. My throat is parched, desperate for a single drop of life-giving dew. A physical manifestation of the emotional starvation I experience with you. I've been wandering across this parched valley for 40 lonely days, blinded by the mirages generated by the sun's unforgiving rays. My canteen is completely empty, rattling against my leather belt buckle as I search for an oasis where our withered affections can refuckle. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind, leaving the beautiful memories of our previous paradise far behind. We are crawling through the wilderness, desperate for a source to find, drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today. Watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. Agonizing blues melody, soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. I remember when our inspiration flowed like a rushing mountain spring, an abundant reservoir of melodies that caused our spirits to effortlessly sing. But greed is a sun that dries up the wetlands of the creative soul, leaving us stranded in this wasteland, stripped of our original control. The piano keys feel hot and dusty underneath my cracking fingertips, a haunting resonance that echoes the silent prayer on my blistered lips. We don't need a golden palace or a magnificent swimming pool display when a simple cup of water is the only currency that matters today. The dehydration expands with within the chambers of our exhausted mind, leaving the beautiful memories of our previous paradise far behind. We are crawling through the wilderness, desperate for a source to find, drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today. Watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody, providing the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloud burst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Can we locate a hidden aquifer beneath this cracked canyon floor? Or are we destined to remain skeletons knocking on a forgotten door? Let the skies open up, let the heavy deluge finally descend to resurrect the dying embers of a connection we want to defend. Parched clay fade away, desperate for rain in the drought's pain. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today. Watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody, providing the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloud burst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Desert thirst, waiting for the weather to break, for our survival's sake. Just a single drop. A sudden metallic projectile pierces the midnight silence of the street, shattering the plate glass window just inches from my feet. An unguided force traveling blindly through the metropolitan air, a terrifying metaphor for the random collateral damage of our despair.
I fired off a series of reckless, sharp accusations from my prideful tongue, regretting the ricochet effect before the echoes had even begun.
We project our internal frustrations onto the innocent bystanders around, leaving a trail of civilian casualties scattered upon this urban ground. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truce where our anxieties were temporarily lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape.
I watch the smoke rising slowly from the barrel of our fractured past,
wondering how any authentic connection could expect it to last. The sirens are wailing from that basement precinct down the avenue, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate with you. Your touch leaves a permanent scar along my defensive spine, an intoxicating sensation, turning more volatile than vintage wine. We don't need explosive confrontations or lethal ballistic games when we are already burning outside of the conventional flames. The trajectory is unpredictable once the trigger has been pulled, shattering the fragile truce where our anxieties were temporarily lulled. We are dodging the flying shrapnel of an argument completely uncontrolled, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Constant fire. Tonight we declare a ceasefire to rescue our remaining creative desire. Hear the hiss, a near miss. Ceasefire now, fulfill the vow, surviving the impact of this dangerous stray bullet tonight, trying to find a safe bunker beneath the flashing warning light. A frantic jazz fusion arrangement tracking our desperate escape before the chaotic violence permanently alters our romantic shape. Stray bullet fading away into the concrete maze, ending the terrifying violence of our prideful days. Let the smoke clear. Subterranean concrete caverns amplify the sound of my lonely footsteps walking, drowning the faint, distant memories of our previous heated talking. I stand upon the deserted platform, waiting for the transit car arrival, analyzing the graffiti-covered tiles that record the city's survival.
I hear the acoustic reflection bouncing off the curved subterranean ceiling vault, a haunting reminder of the personal errors that led to our structural fault. We spent our lives shouting out declarations down these transit tunnels deep, leaving behind an accumulation of secrets that we could no longer keep. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, seem to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity, oh, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul.
I watch the dust motes dancing inside the illumination of the vending machine, wondering how we allowed our romance to turn into such a sterile scene. The tracks begin to vibrate, indicating that a vector is drawing near, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate through my fear. Your voice travels like a subterranean lightning bolt through the dark space, igniting in my chest a brilliant, everlasting spark that time can't erase. We don't need the validation of the high society fashion parade crowd when this muffled resonance speaks so beautifully, elegantly, and loud. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul. Express lines shut down,
Let the transit systems completely fail
we've secured our connection
within this subterranean acoustic trail.
No municipal planning can contain the magnitude
of the devotion we feel
when the synthetic world dissolves
and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the tracks whine, stay on the line.
The train draws near,
dismantle the fear, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight,
searching for a single spark
of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole,
this underground acoustic frequency
reconstructs our fractured collective soul. Subway echo fading away into the concrete maze, in the terrified isolation of our metro train paths. Subterranean concrete caverns, subterranean concrete caverns, subterranean concrete caverns amplify the sound of my lonely footsteps walking, drowning the faint, distant memories
the transit car arrival, analyzing the graffiti-covered tiles that record the city's survival. I hear the acoustic reflection bouncing off the curved subterranean ceiling vault, a haunting reminder of the personal errors that led to our structural fault. We spend our lives shouting our declarations down these transit tunnels deep, leaving behind an accumulation of secrets that we could no longer keep. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow rest. Salty air circulates through the open veranda shutters of the seaside room, chasing away the final remaining traces of our historical winter gloom. I lounge barefoot upon the cedar deck, watching the white gulls fly free, sensing a sudden elevation of my spirit as I observe the turquoise sea. I threw my heavy leather traveling jacket onto the entryway floor, unlocking the copper latch of this peaceful beachfront screen door. The fragrant scent of blossom and jasmine fills the afternoon atmosphere, erasing the accumulated fatigue from navigating the corporate hemisphere. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition as the creative blockages begin to drift, inhaling the pure inspiration of this refreshing coastal breeze today, watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath the clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Too many years trapped inside a frozen, highly cynical state, believing that emotional insulation was the permanent companion of my fate. But your serene presence acts like a ray of pure golden sunlight, dispersing the stubborn fog that used to blind my internal sight. We pack a simple picnic basket with fresh fruit and chilled white wine, strolling leisurely down the sandy shoreline where the tides intertwine. Your casual laughter is a song sweeter than any commercial radio hit, a reassuring confirmation that our lives perfectly and organically fit. The changing season introduces a beautiful, refreshing shift, lifting our heavy hearts like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal transition as the creative blockages begin to drift.
worldly troubles pass us by. Canopy, living our lives with absolute independence, simplicity, and autonomy. No schedules to rush, no artificial pressures hanging over our head. Just enjoying this beautiful sanctuary of absolute freedom instead. Feel the wind blow, take it real slow. Soak in the sun, we've only just begun. Inhaling the pure inspiration of its refreshing coastal breeze today. Watching the competitive anxieties of the past gracefully dissolve away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high underneath a clear blue sky. We are weightless as feathers, watching the worldly troubles pass us by. Coastal breeze, coastal breeze, whispering through the beach grass so clean. The most confident paradise we've ever seen. Just breathe it in. Brown clay clings heavily to the rubber tires of my old transport truck, immobilizing the vehicle inside a deep ditch where the spinning wheels got stuck. The rain has ceased, but it left behind a treacherous, unpaved rural lane, mirroring the messy complications currently cluttering my overtaxed brain. I spend my life traversing the smooth, pristine asphalt of the highway tour, believing that speed and convenience were the ultimate markers of a career mature. But this primordial sludge beneath my leather boots forces a slower stride, compelling my spirit to abandon the foolish momentum of my creative pride. The unpaved path demands absolute patience and a shifting of our gears, washing away the artificial urgency that fueled our historical fears. We must accept the slow progress as the thick fog gradually clears, navigating the messy terrain of this slippery, muddy track today, refusing to let the challenging conditions discourage our ultimate way. Every slide and skid along this path teaches a lesson of resilience, guiding our weary hearts toward a brand new creative brilliance. I remember when every musical arrangement felt over, polished and clean, a sterile product manufactured inside a sophisticated computer program machine. But standing here beside you in the middle of this swampy country route, I find a raw, unvarnished truth that eliminates every corporate doubt. The air smells of wet earth, rotting leaves, and wild pine vegetation, providing an authentic backdrop for a long-term spiritual destination. We don't need a golden chariot or a flawless luxury limousine ride when we can conquer the elemental challenges while walking side by side. The unpaved path demands absolute patience and a shifting of our gears, washing away the artificial urgency that fueled our historical fears. We must accept the slow progress as the thick fog gradually clears, navigating the messy terrain of this slippery, muddy track today, refusing to let the challenging conditions discourage our ultimate way. Every slide and skid along this path teaches a lesson of resilience, guiding our weary hearts toward a brand new creative brilliance. Pitch a temporary tent and celebrate the choices we make. No tow trucks required when our combined instincts understand the plan, living our lives with absolute independence, far away from the city clan. Push through the clay, find a new way, step by step, the promise we kept. Navigating the messy terrain of this slippery, muddy track today, refusing to let the challenging conditions discourage our ultimate way. Every slide and skid along this path teaches a lesson of resilience, guiding our weary hearts toward a brand new creative brilliance. Muddy track leading us to somewhere real and true. Just me and you, keep rolling on. Thick brown clay clings heavily to the rubber tires of my old transport truck, immobilizing the vehicle inside a deep ditch where the spinning wheels got stuck. The rain has ceased, but it left behind a treacherous, unpaved rural lane, mirroring the messy complications currently cluttering my overtaxed brain. I spent my life traversing the smooth, pristine asphalt of the highway tour, believing that speed and convenience were the ultimate markers of a career mature. But this primordial sludge beneath my leather boots forces a slower stride, compelling my spirit to abandon the foolish momentum of my creative pride. The unpaved path demands absolute patience and a shifting of our gears, washing away the artificial urgency that fueled our historical fears. We must accept the slow progress as the thick fog terrain of this slippery, muddy track today, refusing to let the challenging conditions discourage our ultimate way. Every sliding skid along this path teaches a lesson of resilience, guiding our weary hearts toward a brand new creative brilliance. I remember when every musical arrangement felt over-polished and clean, a sterile product manufactured inside a sophisticated computer program machine. But standing here beside you in the middle of this swampy country route, I find a raw, unvarnished truth that eliminates every corporate doubt. The air smells of wet earth, rotting leaves, and wild pine vegetation, providing an authentic backdrop for our long-term spiritual destination. We don't need a golden chariot or a flawless luxury limousine ride when we can conquer the elemental challenges while walking side by side. The unpaved path demands absolute patience and a shifting of our gears, washing away the artificial urgency that fueled our historical fears. We must accept the slow progress as the thick fog gradually clears, navigating the messy terrain of this slippery, muddy track today, refusing to let the challenging conditions discourage our ultimate way. Every sliding skid along this path teaches a lesson of resilience, guiding our weary hearts toward a brand new creative brilliance. Understand the plan, living our lives with absolute independence, far away from the city clan. Push through the clay, find a new way, step by step, the promise we carry.